Contestant number Sci-Fi 16, Vismaya.
Namaste everyone. Myself Vismayam from Sri Gurukul School of Grade 9. Now I am here to present a topic on science and technology. My topic is renewable energy technology. Renewable energy resource means energy that comes from resources which are naturally replenished on a human time scale. Renewable energy technology uses natural resources such as sunlight, winds, tides, and geothermal heat, which are naturally replenished. They are also known as non-conventional energy resources. There are many types of renewable energy such as tidal energy, solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, hydro energy, and bioenergy. These technologies enable us to create electricity, heat, and fuel from the renewable sources. In the present situation, many non-renewable energy sources like coal, petroleum, natural gas, nuclear energy sources are declining in our environment. So, the future of the world depends on these renewable energy technologies. Directly or indirectly, solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, and bioenergy technologies are all powered by the sun. Now, let us know about the different form of energy resources. Tidal energy. Tidal and wave energy technologies are powered by the moon. This energy is obtained by converting energy from tides into electricity using various methods. The energy obtained from tides of an ocean is known as tidal energy. Gravitational forces of moon raises tides in the sea. It helps to create tidal energy. Next, solar energy. The energy produced from the sun is called solar energy. It is found in the form of sunlight. It is the most powerful and cheap source of energy. It is helpful to heat water with the help of refraction of and thermal. Observed solar energy can also be used for the production of electricity through the use of semiconductor devices called solar cell as or photovoltaic cells. The electron is the silicon gain energy from the sun to create the voltage. One solar energy produces a small amount of voltage. A large number of solar cells are connected in the series may forming a solar cell panel. The electrical energy generated by solar energy can fulfill power requirements to small town or rural areas. Wind energy. The conservation of wind by the wind turbines into useful form of energy, that is electrical energy and mechanical energy. A large scale wind farms are connected with the local power station with small turbines used to provide electricity to the nearby areas. Next one, geothermal energy. The energy that is extracted from inside the earth in the form of hot water or steam. This is the heat energy extracted from the inside of the earth in the form of hot water or steam. It is a powerful source of energy. It is extracted from the earth through natural process. It is helpful to generate electricity. Geothermal energy or power is cost effective, reliable, and environmentally friendly. A large geothermal plant can power rural villages. Hydroelectricity. The production of power through the use of gravitational forces of falling of water is known as hydroenergy or electricity. It is use it is usually uses form in the of renewable energy. It is produced through the hydroelectric power plants. Next, bioenergy or biomass. The energy obtained from living and dead biological materials like natural vegetation, trees and animals are known as bioenergy or biomass. The bioenergy technologies allow us to convert the solar energy restored in plants, foods, waste, farm waste, forest waste and algae into heat, electricity and fuel by using a variety of approaches like direct combustion methods and fermentation methods. In the direct combustion, we get energy from the solid waste. Here, waste material is burnt in confined containers to get energy. Next, the benefits of renewable energy. It is eco-friendly energy sources technology. There is no greenhouse gas emission from fossil fuels. It reduces air pollution. Diversifying energy supply. Access the available local renewable sources. This is the map that is used worldwide of resources. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Vismaya. That's a very good presentation. We'll ask our sir.
Thank you, Vismaya. It is really a good presentation. I think renewable energy is a kind of a latest topic like every countries and organizations are moving towards, and you have explained all the types of energy and how each and every type of energy, how the energy is being generated and what is being used. So you have done a great lot of work in this. Good, thank you.
Contestant number Sci-Fi 17, Charulata B.
So, good evening, everybody. This is B. Charulata from Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, pursuing BSc Horticulture, 3rd degree. So, have you all ever thought about a bulky material into a nano product under your hand? Or how about a car's weight lesser than yours? Doesn't that seem interesting? Yes, we do think, right? So everything is got out of technology. I think most of you all would have conjunctured over my topic. And yes, it is nanotechnology. So firstly, what is a nano? A nano is 1 billionth of a meter. Simply said, 1 nanometer equals 10 to the power minus 9 meter. How small is nano, or how tiny does it look? It is just of the thickness of a paper or the diameter of a human strand DNA. It is also said to be as long as your fingernails grows in 1 second, or even the wideness of a human hair. Nanotechnology is the study and use of structures that lies between 1 and 100 nanometers in size. A nanomaterial or a product that has been engineered between 1 and 100 nanometer, which lies in the nanoscale range. There are different types of nanoparticles, namely, but the most foremost important things are buckyballs, nanotubes, nano-onions, and megatubes. We all know that agriculture is the backbone of our country and even the world. So let's see how does nano help in agriculture. USA has developed a technology named soil set, which when applied to the soil improves the soil erosion, prevents the soil erosion. There have also been sensors to detect the pollen grains as well as the foreign structures to, when it gets in contact with the seeds, it just shows off the light. And e-nose, which is otherwise known as electronic nose, has the sensors to detect the volatile components or if the seed is being spoiled or not. Lanthanum nanoparticles, when it is spread in the ponds, it reduces the phosphate content and thus the eutrophication gets reduced. It is also having a technology to detect early detection of pests and diseases. And these are the pictures that depicts the above technologies. Nano is used in food, doesn't it? We really eat nano. So food is being packed completely in nano to improve its shelf life. The edible nano coatings, it is being done through cheese, the apple, and as well as the meats, frozen meats. Synthesis of nano. So how does it been synthesized? It has been synthesized using 3 major processes, namely physical, chemical, and biological. In physical method, lasers as well as radiations has been completely used to produce a nano product. In chemical method, hydrolysis as well as co-precipitation method, and some chemical process leads to a nano product. In biological method, surprisingly, we make use of bacteria, viruses, algae, fungi, as well as plants like aloe vera, neem, and even lemongrass in production of nano. Is nanomaterials a part of a daily life? Isn't it? Yes, obviously, yes. We do interact, contact, as well as we use nano. The socks which we use, the base of the socks has been coated with silver nanoparticles to stay our feet away from the microorganisms. The bandages, the sunscreen lotions, what we use every day, the washes, what we use, the televisions, the mobile phones which we use, the tennis balls and bats to have bouncy effect and the lighter weight, and even the food balls for its wear and tear resistance, nano is being used. Future plans of nanos. I have already mentioned it in the previously, saying that car lesser than your weight. Yes, the part of the car, it has been made readily lesser than a body's weight, so as to prevent accidental ratios in the world. And it has also been had to incorporate into the space in field emission or display to produce color images of the space. We have a lot of things to be done with nano in future. I think technology is improving a lot. Just to click the information under your hand. So I think the technology is improving. Thank you for the opportunity given. Thank you, everybody.
Charulata, thank you for your presentation. I think it's a really good presentation about how nanotechnology is being used in the real world agriculture. And you've done, I think, great work in preparing this content. I think lots of good content in this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Contestant number Sci-Fi 18, Ganesh.
Hello. So I will be talking about technology in aviation and how that's improved from the from the oldest, from the first plane which was ever created. So first of all, I'll be talking about the first main two popular aircraft manufacturers first. It was Airbus and Boeing. Airbus is a European multinational aerospace corporation, and it's registered as Socius Europea, which enables to be registered on a European rather than a Dutch. As of 2019, Airbus is the most largest airline manufacturer, which took the most airline orders. Boeing, on the other hand, is an American multinational corporation that designs and manufactures and sells aircrafts, rotorcrafts, rockets, satellites, and telecommunications equipment. The company also provides leasing and product services. And this is the first ever plane which was ever created by Wilbur and Orville Wright. They were two American aviation pioneers who were credited for inventing and building the first ever motor-operated machine, which they made the controlled, sustainable, powered, heavier than the aircraft with the Wright Flyer. And then the second milestone of the aviation group is the NC-4, which was the first boat to fly over the Atlantic Ocean. And the first commercial jet in 1950, the flights were offered to the public, developed and manufactured by Del Alevand and its Hatfield Aerodrome in Hertfordshire, United Kingdom. The first prototype of the plane flew in 1949, which was called the Comet 1. It had a top speed of 855 kilometers. It was introduced in 1952. The first flight was in 1949. The engine type was the Avalon Ghost. The manufactured was the Avalon, and there were 114 built, including prototypes. And the next main milestone for the aviation group is the Boeing 747. It was a large, long-body airliner and cargo plane, which was manufactured by Boeing, and it was introduced in February 1969. The first flight took flight in February 9th of 1969. The number of built was 1,558. It costed $1 billion in 1968, and it's 7.4 billion in the latest models. The manufacturer is Boeing. Then in 2010, Boeing released a newer technological version of the plane. This plane had higher gross weight, longer fuselage, higher aspect ratio, newer engines. It had a length of 76 meters, a range of 15,000 kilometers, wingspan of 68 meters, stop speed of 988 kilometers, and the cruise speed of 914 kilometers. This shows how technologies have been improving planes in the future, with providing more sustainable flights and more economical for the airliner company as well. Then we will move on to the Concorde, which is the fastest plane that was ever created. It had twice of the speed of the light at the Mach 2.4, with seating up to 92 to 128 passengers. It had a top speed of 2,179 kilometers. The first flight was in 2nd of March 1969. Number of built was 20, so it shows that this has been an exclusive aircraft, and it's not used nowadays, because it's been retired. In competition to the Boeing 747, Airbus released an A380, which is for passengers only, so there's no cargo, and the top speed of this was 1,185. Wingspan of 80 meters and a length of 73 meters. It costed $445 million in 2018. First flight was in 2005. The engines, they used a Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engines on the plane. Emirates Airlines has been the most popular operator for the A380, currently having 112 of the 500 plus C configuration. That's not all. Airbus and Boeing has been creating other great planes with advanced technology, such as the A330. Yeah, the first flight took flight in 1992. It costed $3.5 billion, and they had different variants, such as the A330 MRTT. Number of built was 1,499. It costed different prices for different models, such as 238 million, 0.5 million for the normal version. The manufacturer was Airbus. And we'll move on to the Boeing 777. It's a wide-body airliner developed and manufactured by Boeing. The first flight took flight in 1994. It costed $5 billion. Dollars. Number of built was 1,641. It costed that's the unit program cost. Then, for similar to the 747 and the A330, as we saw before, there's been another like war going on with the A350 and the B787, both similar planes by Boeing and Airbus. And technology is still improving in aviation. Like, engines have become more lighter, quieter, more efficient. This shows that technology hasn't stopped yet, and there's still a lot to learn. And innovation technology and approaches are creating a cutting-edge technology, such as automated devices, such as autopiloted planes, ultralight materials, which creates more new business models and mobility services. And and there's been inventions such as the solar plane, and the wings having solar panels powering the whole plane. It was called the Solar Impulse 1, which has already been flown across the United States, storing enough energy from the sun to fly overnight. Israeli aircraft manufacturers unveiled Alice, the first fully electric commercial airplane, which can seat up to 9 passengers and is powered by lithium-ion battery, which can enable flight for 655 miles at 10,000 feet and 276 miles per hour in a single charge. Thank you for listening to me, and have a great event.
Thank you, Ganesh. We'll ask our ma'am.
Yeah, Ganesh, I think you have done a big research in aviation, that is technology in aviation. That was really good. And you have got a good slides also, and you have prepared well. But only one thing I would like to say is just don't look at that and read. Okay, don't look at that and you say that. Just say it by yourself. Let it be a flow. There should be a flow if you are participating in a competition. So we need that flow, not by reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Only the small mistake. Okay. Just correct it. Very good.
Yeah, Ganesh, I think you have done a brief research into the aviation, starting from you have explained everything about like how the aviation industry started and what are the current aircrafts available and different models and its features and everything, and coming to the latest invention into the aircraft as well. The content and information, everything was great. But I think as ma'am said, you can little bit improve onto the presentation side of it. That would be awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ganesh. Contestant number Sci-Fi 19, Pushkarni.
Namaste, I am Pushkarni Arhulikal. I am studying in Rashtrathana Vidya Kendra. Today I am going to tell you about space. So, what is space? In simple words, space is everything in the universe beyond the top of Earth's atmosphere. The moon, where the satellites orbit, planets, and other stars. Where is space? Outer space begins about 100 kilometers above the Earth, where the shell of air around our planet disappears. With no air to scatter sunlight and produce a blue sky, space appears as a black blanket dotted with stars. Space is usually regarded as being completely empty. What is space made of? Outer space is not completely empty. It is a hard vacuum containing a low density of particles. Fun facts about space. From Earth, we always see same side of the moon. Did you know? Astronauts have grown potatoes on the space shuttle. Monkey, dog, pig, chimpanzees have traveled into space. Milky Way galaxy is made up of at least 100 billion stars. North pole of Uranus doesn't get sunlight for almost 42 years at a time. Continued. From years, it was believed that Earth was the only planet in our solar system with liquid water. More recently, NASA revealed its strongest evidence yet that there is a intermittent running water on Mars too. If you could fly a plane to Pluto, the trip would take more than 800 years. The sunset on Mars appears blue. Thank you.
Yeah, Pushkarni, that was very interesting topic, and you have done many research also. But one thing I would like to say, Pushkarni, that is, before taking any topic, just understand that topic and you express yourself in your own words. That would be much better. Okay, just like reading, you can understand the topic. If you really understand the topic, then your words will flow like something. Okay, so I hope in your next competitions I will see you with a bang. Okay, very good. Namaste.
Hi Pushkarni. As ma'am said, I think it's a good presentation. The thing is, like, yes, you can explain a little bit more by understanding about the space and the interesting facts. Whatever you have shown is really good. Good. Keep it up.
Okay, sir. Thank you.